Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to present this paper, Evaluation of Prediction Accuracy of Barrett TK Universal 2 Formula using Swepsos Optical Biometry. Cataract surgery has evolved to become a refractive surgery in this modern era. Accurate biometry and the formulas with higher prediction accuracy are essential to achieve good refractive outcomes. For calculating intraocular lens power, different formulas have evolved through several generations. Recently, Graham Barrett developed three new formulae: Barrett TK Universal 2, Barrett TK Toric, Barrett True K with TK, that are based on TK measurements. Compared to standard keratometry that relies mostly on the anterior corneal curvature, TK additionally considers corneal thickness and posterior corneal curvature. Previously, we had to rely on the Scheimpflug-based corneal topography to measure the total corneal power, but now it is possible to measure the posterior corneal curvature directly using ILMaster 700. Total keratometry is a new technology integrated in ILMaster 700 that combines telecentric three-zone keratometry and swept source OCT technology to determine the anterior and posterior corneal surface. This can be advantageous for certain patients who may benefit from more accurate information about their total corneal power. There are many studies that have compared the accuracy of different formulas. However, there are only limited studies that have evaluated the prediction accuracy of Barrett TK Universal 2 formula designed to be used with TK value. The aims and objectives of this study are to evaluate the prediction accuracy of Barrett TK Universal 2 formula based on total keratometry using ILMaster 700 and to compare this formula with SRK-T formula using standard keratometry, to compare both the formulae in patients with the rule astigmatism versus those with against the rule astigmatism. 135 eyes of 135 patients from Vishakha Eye Hospital were prospectively enrolled in the study between December 2019 to June 2021. All the patients underwent routine preoperative evaluation. Ocular parameters were measured using ILMaster 700. Emetropic IL power was calculated using Barrett TK Universal 2 and SRK-T formula. Selected IOL power and predicted refractive errors were recorded. Patients underwent standard phacoemulsification procedure with aspheric IOL implantation. Postoperative manifest refraction was measured at 1 month follow-up, and absolute prediction errors, mean absolute error, median absolute error, and the percentage of eyes within plus or minus 0.25, zero point 0.5, 0.75, and one diopter of absolute prediction error were calculated for each formula. Coming to the results, most of the patients in the study were between 55 to 65 years of age, and most of them were female. 91% of the patients had axial length between 22 to 25 millimeter, and most of the patients had against the rule astigmatism. These are the baseline characteristics of the study population. Absolute prediction error with Barrett TK Universal 2 formula using TK data tended towards higher frequencies in the lower error ranges. Absolute prediction error, mean absolute error, median absolute error were lower with Barrett TK Universal 2 formula using TK values compared with SRK-T formula using K value, but the difference was not statistically significant. The percentage of eyes with lower absolute prediction errors were higher with Barrett TK Universal 2 formula when compared with SRK-T formula. However, the difference was not statistically significant. The higher percentage of the patients who had with the rule astigmatism showed lower absolute prediction errors when compared to the patient with against the rule astigmatism in both groups. However, the difference was not statistically into the discussion. In this study, the Barrett TK calculation by applying TK values. Our results were comparable with the results of the previous studies that have shown the benefit of using total keratometry derived by swept source optical biometry with advanced formulas in predicting postoperative refractive outcomes. We also found that there was no statistically significant difference between Barrett TK Universal 2 formula using total keratometry and SRK-T formula using standard keratometry. To the best of our knowledge, our study is the first prospective observational study in the Indian population to assess the accuracy of Barrett TK Universal 2 formula based on total keratometry using a swept source optical biometer. To conclude, higher power calculation using swept source optical biometry and the advanced formula based on total keratometry provides superior refractive outcomes. These are my references. Thank you.
Yeah, when you say that the procedure was superior to the conventional one, but it is not proved as a significant one. The statistical data says it is not very significant. How can you say it is superior?
Yes, sir. It is not statistically significant, but the results, absolute prediction errors were lower when we used total keratometry in almost both the groups.
But the difference is not very much.
Yeah,
I think it is
significant.
also a modality that can be used. You cannot say it is superior. You can say it is also give you a better idea, that's all.
Yes, sir.
The second thing is, again, a student withdrew the agreement. How you say is going to change by the formula itself. See, against to astigmatism, they are dependent on the corneal stature. It is not on the formula. Formula, how is going to be affected? Here is
Formula,
going to affect.
the formula it is based on, we used total keratometry with Barrett TK universal, sir. And in this study, all the patients had parameters within the normal range. So definitely the patients with post-LASIK eyes and also with astigmatism, definitely the posterior, considering the posterior corneal astigmatism will be helpful.
Post classic and all you have not studied.
Yes, sir.
Without studying, you cannot comment on that.
Yes, sir. That is one of the limitation that we have not considered the absolute prediction error of the cylinder separately in our study.
You study, because you have not given that, but you have not studied the post classic patients.
Yes, sir. We have excluded those patients.
So, normally the astigmatism is going to be affected by the way where you put the incision. It is not the formula that is going to change. Why you have included that?
Yes, sir. We have used 2.2 clear corneal incision in all the cases and single surgeon. The surgery was performed by single surgeon, sir, with surgically induced astigmatism of 0.12.
And what is the astigmatism you found there? Like in your cases, what is the highest amount of astigmatism you have seen? Both in FKT formula and as well as the total TK formula.
Pardon, ma'am, I am unable to hear you properly.
What is the highest amount of astigmatism you have found in your cases?
In our cases, the highest astigmatism we have seen 1 to 1.5 diopters, and only 10% of the patients had astigmatism of more than 1 diopters.
That was suppressed.
Pardon, ma'am?
Even after surgery, what was the highest amount of astigmatism that was
After surgery, only, I mean, 97% of the patients were within 0.75 diopters, ma'am.
that was not there after surgery? Preoperatively, 97% of the patients who are using bad PK formula after surgery, that astigmatism was resolved. That's what we want to say.
Yes, ma'am. Most of them, they had after surgery. Most of them they had spherical equivalent less than 0.25.
But results are not statistically significant, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Results are not statistically significant.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sureja.
Thank you, ma'am.
Speaker.